coffee there, like a little Italian coffee bar, and then pizza next door to it. And when we get on in, you heard about what we were doing about the different food stalls, but now you actually get to see what we're meaning. So all of the peripheral food stalls have an Ansel fire hood in them so that folks can cook. And then 3-compartment sink and prep sink and hand sink. And then there are 4 here in the center that have the rest but don't have the Ansel fire hood because they're like for juices and baked goods and where people aren't cooking. And space right here now will be a bar, the Honey Bar, that's owned by the operators of the food hall. 26 feet wide and about 14 deep, I think, something like that, with an accessible ramp. So we can not only roll up a piano, upright piano, but also ADA performers have an easy time getting on the stage. And then Phase, you may or may not know about the dress shop Phase that was here back in the day. So back when it was Shoppers Square, there was this really classy dress shop owned by Faye. And so she had her sign up outside when all of the entrances to the shops were individual. And then when the enclosure got built as Shoppers Square evolved, then the sign was covered up. And as we were peeling all of that away, getting ready for demolition, we found the sign. And it's this wonderful old neon. It didn't work at that point. And so we took the letters off of the backing, and Jeff Johnson, the neon artist, redid them for us. We hand them over in their finished state here, and then whoever it is, the vendor in there, then they work out whatever else they need in terms of cooking, preparing their food, what they want as a counter that's special to them, their signage that's special to them. But they need a place for dry storage and cold storage. So each vendor gets a space for dry storage and for cold storage. Pretty cool, huh? Here is 50/50 Brewing out of Truckee, Andy and Alicia Barr. And so they will be brewing back in the back where you see the container back there now. They're starting to amass their instruments by which to do that, then a full kitchen and then restaurant in there. He says you cannot have a food hall without a barber shop. Now, I didn't know that was a rule, but if he says so, it must be so. So we have a barber shop. Meeting rooms and classroom space here for arts things to go on. Again, when artists, organizations in the area have like a special artist coming in to do a workshop, they're always scrambling to find places to be able to do that. And so that's one thing that Maker's Paradise really wants to offer, is a place for day-long or multi-day-long workshops, and a place then to go and get a bite to eat. You don't have to go off-site and figure out where your food is. So we have another artisan from the El Dorado Hills, California area built picnic tables for us, and I get to brand them. And so they're going to go in out here with some trees around them for shade and little umbrellas, and just nice opportunity to sit out and enjoy the fall when that comes around. 3,500 square feet of just non-dedicated space. When it's not used for events, it'll just be, again, overflow space. So we'll have tables and chairs up here for people to be able to bring their food up. Our developer says this is where the introverts eat because they don't want to be down in the mosh pit.